One of my favorite experiences at Dickinson was working on a research project with my advisor, where I learned how to develop software in a completely different way.
I've loved being a part of the music department because I get to be around other people who share the same interest and passion as I do, but are from all different walks of life.
Probably going down to the Conondigwinet Creek and doing some caving down there with friends and getting really dirty was my favorite experience here.
My favorite experience at Dickinson was being part of the Pre-Health Society because through this I was able to meet with other students interested in healthcare, and we had relevant discussions about topics in healthcare that are not being taught in class.
My favorite experience is probably living at the Russian House. I had a lot of opportunities to meet Russian people, just a lot of Russian experiences in general, which is all I wanted out of college.
I think one of the things that I'm most proud of is the work that I did with Professor Takis and a group of other students in developing the Social Innovation and Entrepreneurship Certificate.
My favorite Dickinson experience has been working with the Dickinsonian, the student-run newspaper.
I've really enjoyed being part of Exiled Poetry Society. I've been part of Exiled for 3 years, almost 4 years, and it's been really awesome to read and write and perform with people. It's been a great time.
My favorite experience at Dickinson has been working in 2 different labs doing student-faculty research. I've been working with Professor Witter in chemistry for 7 semesters, and I worked for Professor Gus in biology for 2 semesters.
Yeah, my favorite experience by far at Dickinson was the research I've gotten to do with Professor Ben Edwards in Neurosciences. We've traveled around the world, but my senior thesis was in Peru on a glaciarized volcano.
My favorite experience at Dickinson was definitely being a part of the women's soccer team. For 4 years. We actually got to go to Spain last summer, and it was just an incredible experience playing with some of my best friends.
After my sophomore year, I got a chance to apply my French minor in Togo, where I translated for a team of 9 American soldiers.
I was really interested in corporate social responsibility and did independent research in the business department. And then from there, they let me present at a symposium and also in a freshman class, so it was a really great experience.
So my favorite experience at Dickinson was getting the chance to broadcast the men's basketball Centennial Championship game my sophomore year against Johns Hopkins.
During my junior year, I studied abroad, like a lot of people do, and I was lucky enough to participate in the Oxford program that we have.
So my favorite experience here at Dickinson was my senior recital, probably. And that was because it was a culmination of experiences that I had throughout my 4 years.
Being part of the farm crew and also living in the treehouse have been my most central Dickinson experiences.
It's kind of a collection of routine bike rides off campus out to Whiskey Springs in the Hawkwatch with a great core group of friends.
Definitely the 4-year-long ROTC program with my Army buddies.
My favorite Dickinson experience was actually my semester abroad with a partner program, Ahmed East and Amman, Jordan.
I went abroad to Argentina, Ecuador, Cameroon, and also in DC.
I did go to Beijing, China for a semester in 2015, and that was also a great experience. I lived with a homestay family and commuted to school and met a whole bunch of international students.
Well, one of my most inspiring and exciting experience at Dickinson College is the House Divided project. I've been working on that project for the past year, which I helped with Professor Pinsker to develop a virtual museum for the Civil War.
Probably being part of the Society of Physics students, we had an opportunity to interact with our department in a way beyond what we would get just being in class. We had Senate funding to do all sorts of crazy projects.
I did independent Spanish research, and I was able to research human rights violations and injustices that Mexican immigrants face in the United States. And I was able to do that not only in Spanish, which isn't my first language, but with one professor who I've never met before, but now can call a great friend.
I'd have to say the service trips that Dickinson offers. I went to South Carolina. It was really a great experience. We worked with Habitat for Humanity.
I was able to merge my interests in the environment and feminism and social justice.
Working at the library has been my home since sophomore year. I love the staff. I love the people that I work with. I really take care of the library. Even when I'm not working, if I see there's like something wrong, I try to fix it.
Favorite moment I've had here was actually getting my senior studio my last year, and it was basically really nice because it was just a space on campus where I could basically just create my little world.
My junior year, coming back from abroad, the
winter semester, I joined the squash team as a walk-on and had an amazing experience with a great coach and great teammates.
My favorite experience has probably been working for the Writing Center. Just the people that I meet that are on the staff, but also that I get to tutor, and seeing how we can really make a difference for students in a really comfortable way has been the best part.
My favorite experience is definitely being able to engage with professors out in the field on different geological expeditions. So being able to go to Iceland and British Columbia and even Cuba on different mosaics and globally integrated courses. There's just something special about being kind of outside of that general classroom setting and being able to have dinner with them and study with them and go abroad with them. That's been so special and such a highlight of my experience here.